Okay, hi everyone. This episode is going to be called Shocker. So, as you can see, I am in Pindara Hospital. Um, so, it's a week out from chemo, so pretty much started the same way that it usually is, on the steroids for 3 days, feeling pretty good, got through to the Saturday, and then the good thing was mum and dad arrived on the Saturday, so it was fantastic to see them. And Saturday was pretty good. I thought, this is a little bit different. I was sort of really up and wasn't sort of as tired as I thought I could be, which just goes to show every week in chemo is different. So when you lull yourself into a false sense of security that all's going well, that's your first mistake. So the Saturday was good. We were out and about and whatnot. We got to go on the boat, and then Sunday, Monday were more sleepy sort of days, which was fine. And then Tuesday, I got up and I thought, oh, look, I feel okay. My sister was there as well. And anyway, and so we went to go downstairs and we got to the bottom in the lift, and I said to Sue, oh, I feel woozy, because I was really sort of starting to feel, weird. And so she pulled me straight back into the lift and said, let's get upstairs. And that's pretty much the last thing I remember. The next thing I knew, I was lying on the floor of the lift. I can remember Sue and mum and dad were sort of around me. I think dad was trying to get me up, but I couldn't even really stand. All I wanted to do was crawl to the door. And so, got me into bed, and it was, a bit of a shocker. So I pretty much lay around all day. So there were a few things that were a problem. One was I was pretty much woozy all day. I was in a bit of pain because the other thing with chemo is everything cracks, and when you go to the toilet, this is way too much information, everything was just hurting. I also somehow managed to kick my toe, so I also had quite a sore right foot as well. So I pretty much just stayed in bed all day, and by the end of the day, and Sue had said to me, do you think you should go to hospital? And I was sort of, anyone who knows me know I pushed that off. But by the end of the day, I was still in a fair bit of pain and I was still woozy. So I thought, this is absolutely stupid, Narelle. Just ring Icon and ring the nurses and see what they say. So I rang the nurses, finally did something sensible. And the nurse I spoke to was great, and she just checked with the manager, and the manager said, just go to Pindara and get it checked out. They can do your bloods and whatnot. So came into Pindara probably at about 4 o'clock yesterday, and they took me through to emergency, straight through, which was great. And so they did a few tests. They tested my bloods. All my blood platelet counts were down, but the doctor did say that's just chemo. So, every week I was probably the same, that I had a low blood platelet count, and hence why I was so tired. And then they x-rayed my foot. I'd broken my little toe. Oh, good God. And so I still don't know how I did it, but there's nothing you can do for that. So they basically just strapped it, and they just put me on endone and gave me a suppository for all my other ailments. So then transferred me to a room at about 10 o'clock last night. So I pretty much slept through, and now it's morning. You can see outside. And so Becky, my nurse, has already come in, and that was the other thing, I was really dehydrated as well, so they put fluids through me. So as anyone knows who's been dehydrated, as soon as they put the fluids through, you start to feel a bit better as well. So they put the first one through in emergency for about 2 hours, and then I've got another one here, which is a 24-hour one that they just sort of do slowly. So I'm still drinking water at the moment as well. So I think I got up at about 5 o'clock. I woke up this morning and had a shower, which always makes you feel a bit better as well. So really now I'm just sort of sitting around watching the last two Taylor Swift episodes that had dropped yesterday. So that sort of is a happy thing. And I'm just waiting for breakfast, and then I think the doctors will be around this morning. So I'm really, really hoping that they will discharge me today. Obviously it's very close to Christmas, and you sort of want to be home for Christmas as well. And look, I feel okay. I feel much better than I did yesterday, and even then you wonder whether you should go into hospital, because I wasn't feeling that bad. But again, advice to anybody is, if you're going through chemo, just do it. Just go and get it checked out. I don't have a temperature or anything like that. My blood pressure's a little bit low, but I have fairly low blood pressure anyway. So they're just watching all that, and I'm assuming they'll run my bloods again. And I know that the doctors in emergency were talking to my oncologist as well. So they sort of bring everybody in, which is a really good thing. So that's where I'm at today. As I said, bit of a shocker, but I'm feeling okay. So thanks everyone. Bye.